Well, hello everybody. My name is Kat and I'd like to welcome you to my tiny kitchen. As you can see by the background, we're still not in the kitchen. That's okay. We're on a mission, and that mission is Mike and making sure that he can get nutritious food in his belly to get him healthy so we can start his radiation treatment. Today's soup is going to be stuffed bell pepper soup. I'm of the thought right now, if you can make it into a soup, go for it. Give it a shot. So a few years ago, that's what I did. I turned stuffed peppers into a soup. So you're basically deconstructing the dish and making it into a soup. I have found out that I'm not the only one that has that idea. I've seen several of the recipes out on the internet, but mine is going to be different today. We cannot use green peppers or bell peppers with the skin on them, and I didn't want to take the time to go ahead and roast peppers, so I ended up buying a jar of red bell peppers that were roasted, and that's what I used in the recipe today. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for joining me, and let's get cooking. Today, for the sake of time, I've gone ahead and gotten all the ingredients prepped and ready to go. Try and make this a short video for you all. So the first thing I'm going to add to my pan, which is just now starting to get hot, is 1 cup of ground beef. Get a spoon here to stir. And then adding to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of onion, finely diced. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of my salt, pepper, garlic, because I want this to be flavorful. And get this sauteing a little bit. Once my pan gets hot, I'll come back to you. So we'll be right back in a minute. And we're back. So I've got the onions and the ground beef going a little bit here. With that salt, pepper, garlic blend. Get this all busted up. And next to that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of canned crushed garlic, 1.5 tablespoons of my rehydrated Italian seasoning. Get that mixed in. You have to stop for a minute and get the label off of a bottle. And now we're going to add, we got some steam going on, 1 cup of petite diced tomatoes, a little under 3/4 cup of roasted red bell peppers that I got from the store. I could have roasted them myself, but I don't really have time these days, so we're going to add those. Get all of it out of there. And normally when I'm making this recipe, I would wait to put the rice in, but because we want it to get cooked very tender for Mike, I'm going to add 1 cup of rice. That busted up. No skins, don't want any skins. And last, we're going to add 46 ounce bottle of tomato juice. And I'm going to let this cook. I'm going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to let it cook. We're going to start out with an hour. I'll check it after an hour. Like with everything else, I bring it to a boil. And then I reduce the heat to medium, medium-low, and let it simmer. And the reason I say we're starting out with a 46-ounce bottle of tomato juice is because I want this to be a little bit thinner than normal. And it looks like even before we get cooking, I'm probably going to have to add some more tomato juice. But for now, we are going to, 2 more ingredients, sorry. I got 1/8 of a teaspoon of ginger and 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice. Put that in. Now that is all of the ingredients. I'm going to bring this to a boil, turn it down like I said, and then check it in an hour and see if it needs to cook longer. And we'll be back. It's been about an hour, and it's been simmering really good. Everything's cooked pretty good, but it's a little too thick for me. So what I'm going to add to it is I've got 1 cup of beef stock and 1 cup of tomato juice that I'm going to add to this, and because I want it to be a little thinner. And we will let this heat through. That's better. It's still kind of thick, but we'll let it go at that. I'm going to let this finish heating through, and then we will plate it up and I'll take a picture for you. Thank you everybody so much for coming along for the ride, and have a wonderful evening.